I'm Dario Melendez.
I'm Jen Lada.
And we're running the New York City Marathon here in Mequon, Wisconsin.
And we're married, in case you weren't sure.
For now.
The only way to start marathon training is with some new, swanky, New Balance shoes.
So Dario and I met probably like 10 years ago now. We met at a Packers game. So he was working for the ABC station in Milwaukee and I was working for the Fox station. And it was like his first day on the job.
And I walk into the press room right afterwards. And the moment I got in Milwaukee, it's Jen Lada this and Jen Lada that and Jen, she's so great. And as soon as I walk in, she's walking out and she goes, "Oh, you're the new guy, it's nice to meet you." And Rico Suave over here says, "I know who you are."
We actually covered the entire Packers Super Bowl playoff run together, sitting next to each other in the press boxes. So that was like kind of how we got to know each other a little bit.
Well, the training begins for New York. I've run it once. How many times did you run it, babe?
Just once.
Your favorite part was?
The end.
I love the crowds. That's gonna be the hardest part. That's what I'm worried about. Not having that energy when you get off of the Verrazano and forget about it into Brooklyn. But I got this lovely lady running with me. It's gonna be great.
What's the saying? You never have to work. You never work a day in your life if you love what you do. Is that the saying?
Sure.
It's close enough. I mean, it's awesome. Like, I always have to pinch myself because look, it gets mundane. It's very easy to take it for granted. So every now and then I kind of have to take a step back and realize like what I'm doing is super cool.
And from a work-life balance standpoint, it's really great because like last night I was on the couch watching the Brewers-Dodgers game with our 11-year-old son. And like, I don't know if he realizes that what I'm doing is work as I'm sitting on the couch watching the Brewers game, which is what a lot of other people would consider recreation. It's how they would choose to use their disposable time.
I love my kids. I want to put that out there right now. I love my kids. That said, they will get under your skin faster than anybody, easier than anybody you'll ever meet. So it is nice to get out on these long runs, an hour and a half with my wife, and just be with each other. Like, look, we picked each other. We didn't get to choose our kids. We got to choose to have our kids, but we chose each other, and that's an important part of marriage. Like, I love my kids, but I love my wife. She's number one, and I want to be out. I want to be with her as much as possible. So these long runs have been a lot of fun. Just kind of getting over the craziness of COVID, being locked up in our houses with our kids. I mean,
we redid our house and we did an open floor plan because that's like all what they've been telling us on HGTV. And now I would pay anything.
Put up a wall
for a door.
Just give me a wall,
you know,
right here.
I think what I love about running is that, yes, you know, you want to be kind of good at it, but you don't have to be good at it, right? Like when Dario started out, he obviously had never run before long distance, but he kept working at it and working at it and working at it. And it kind of like the whole keep showing up mentality. Don't be intimidated by how many races you've run or accomplishments that you think you should have clicked off the to-do list by now. Just go out and do it.
Running can be fun. Like that's what I've learned. Like running can be fun. You don't always have to torture yourself.
If I had told you that though 5 years ago,
I would have said you're crazy. I probably would have left you.
Because again, he comes from the sports mentality of running is punishment when I don't do my job properly, when I don't do my football job.
I never thought of that. It took you that long to get that?
Oh no, I've known that all along. I just didn't share it.
I think, to be honest, I think it's helped our marriage. Like just that time to be together out on the porch, just me and her. And when you're tired, like your defense mechanisms, your walls go down. And you just get to, I mean, well, at least mine do. That's probably why she takes me on the runs. And you just get to be real.
If I exhaust him, then I present a
Hill
point.
cave.
He's more likely to see my side of things because the oxygen debt, the oxygen debt.
Hi everyone, it's Meb again. You know, I am so proud of you of doing the virtual TCS New York City Marathon. You might already have done or you're getting to do it next week. So pumped up for you and congratulations. You know, in 2013 I was at the Boston Marathon as a spectator, and unfortunately the disaster occurred and took away 3 lives. Crystal, Ling, and Martin, and hurt hundreds of people. You know, in 2014, I made a personal goal to be able to win it for the people and for the Bostonians and for the runners. You know, I wrote the victim's name to draw inspiration, and Kim helped me go into the last few miles. You know, for most of the race, I was by myself and kept pushing and pushing, but it gave me a great honor to be able to win it for the people on you know, to lead the 36,000 other people who want to do something positive. So we encourage each other as the runners and support each other. I want to wish you all the best as you get ready for the TCS New York City Marathon, and see you on the next tip. Life a marathon life is challenging. Go out there after it. Don't let setbacks make you from a comeback. Best wishes and good luck, and I'll see you next week for the next tip.
My name is Victor Titone. I'm running this year's TCS New York City Virtual Marathon. When I was 19 years old, I was going to my sophomore year of college. I was playing lacrosse, and I thought I was training hard, but I definitely was not training smart. I was lifting heavy weights with questionable form. I was running with paper-thin shoes on, pounding the pavement every day. I wasn't taking my recovery seriously, and all of those factors culminated into me developing chronic lower back pain. I spoke with my doctor, I got x-rays, and we determined that I had 2 stress fractures in my lower spine.
Hi, my name's James C. Farmer. I'm one of the spine surgeons at the Hospital for Special Surgery in New York City. Victor, I can remember seeing you in the office for the first time, and the amount of pain you were in was unbelievable. So it's so great to see how well you're doing now.
What we discussed was that he would take bone graft from my hip, insert it into my lower vertebrae where the stress fractures were, and then install 2 screws and 2 hooks to compress the spine together so that the bones would heal around it.
So one thing about the Hospital for Special Surgery is the staff here. I mean, they're all excellent at what they do, but they're also very caring. And I can remember, right after the surgery, when you were on the floor, the nurses were just beyond compassionate and took great care of you.
Absolutely. I came from a position where I couldn't walk, and I had serious issues breathing, and now I'm at a point where I'm able to run this 26.2 mile distance. It's definitely been a humbling journey, and gives me an appreciation for just the opportunity. I'm really excited for the TCS Virtual New York City Marathon this year. I think it's going to be a good opportunity for me to prove to myself, that despite whatever obstacles I've had to face in the past, that going forward, I'm not limited, and the journey's definitely not over.
You always were the best patient. You were compliant with everything we ever asked you to do. It was easy to take care of you in the sense that I knew if we asked you to do something, you were going to do it without question, and you were that way the entire time.
Dr. Farmer, I just want to say thank you again, for your expertise and the way you handled my situation. I wouldn't be able to run the New York City Virtual Marathon without you.
Hey everybody, it's Olympian Carrie Tollefson here, and I have been a part of New York Roadrunners and the TCS New York City Marathon broadcast team for years. And even though I'm super sad we're not going to be in person this year, I am so excited that you are taking part of the virtual TCS New York City Marathon. You know what, you guys? I love running the marathon. I love commentating on the marathon. But more importantly, I love this community. And I know you guys can keep getting after it, one foot in front of the other, all 26.2 miles, and have fun along the entire way. So even though it's going to be tough to not have 50,000 other people surrounding us, you guys are tough, and you can do it. So get after it out there. Good luck.
Hi everyone, it's Tatyana McFadden, 5-time New York City Marathon champion, and I'm so excited to be racing the virtual TCS New York Marathon this year. Best of luck to those running, and have fun.
Hi, my name is Shinji. I'm running the TCS Virtual New York Marathon in Tokyo, Japan with Achilles. Go Achilles!
Hello, I'm Mokchimuk. I am Bakchimuk. We are siblings. It's my second time to participate in New York City Marathon. New York City Marathon 2018 was one of the greatest memories in my life. So I'm very happy to participate with my sister this year. We love New York City Marathon.
Hi, it's Susan from New York City and welcome to the Big Apple. Autumn in New York means the marathon. So we've been training, we've been doing long runs, we've been discussing what to wear on Marathon Day, and we've been planning our route. On Marathon Day, whenever we do it, we're going to start our GPS tracker, we're going to stop it at 26.2, we're going to cross the finish line, and we're going to feel the exhilaration of having just completed the virtual New York City Marathon. So welcome everybody to the Big Apple and have a great run.